neighbor.
Hey, neighbor.
I just want to tell you what I discovered at the Dollar Tree.
Hold on, let's introduce ourselves. We don't know if everyone understands what we're doing here.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forget. So, my name is Mimi.
And I am BB.
And what we're all about is...
talking about shit. What's our category?
Anything. I feel like we're
in the culture category of your iTunes, whatever
general
shit.
culture. So, anything from...
Rolling Fat J's
to books to TV shows, and then anything in between.
Work drama,
politics,
all of that shit.
All of it.
So what were you gonna tell me before I rudely introduced?
Oh no, you're fine. It's all good. I went to the Dollar Tree and I was so confused over what time of year it was because I'm walking in and they literally have Halloween up, okay?
Yeah.
They have general fall decor, another row of Thanksgiving decor specific with like turkeys.
Damn.
And then fucking Christmas is up already. Yes.
Jesus.
I mean, I expected it from Hobby Lobby at this point because...
that's all they do.
Yeah, like
they
it's
only
March
understand
and they're like,
Jesus.
Oh, right, it's like March. Oh, guess Easter's over. Guess we gotta start getting ready for Christmas.
Who's our savior? Jesus.
Right.
Let's celebrate his death. No, it's his birthday, right?
It doesn't matter.
What is it?
Jesus is any time.
This is it's like it's either his death or his birthday. His death or his birthday.
I think historically, Jesus was actually born in October.
If you believe he was born.
But then again, I don't know because...
when's Allah's birthday?
I actually was not raised in that culture, so I actually don't know.
Oh, well, you know what? I think it'd probably be Muhammad whose birthday we would celebrate if it was something that
right.
was our culture.
Because Allah, I don't believe is the same, because I think Allah is the everything.
Yeah.
So,
and Muhammad is the prophet who brought us the word.
Yes.
Just like Jesus. Weird, huh?
I mean, there's lots of correlations between our stories.
I really don't identify with either one personally. I know you're a little Catholic.
I was raised Catholic, but I definitely don't practice any longer. So
no, it's hard to practice like hardcore Catholicness.
Well, right now it's like
ooh, girl.
There's been a lot of changes.
Ooh, did you hear about what happened at the Catholic Church in like Pennsylvania?
Yes,
holy
more
shit!
Kitty sex scandals. Don't be dipping in the honey jar.
Yeah. I wonder how that movie, The Nun, is doing in theaters.
I don't,
they could never write a movie scarier than what happens in real life.
That's the thing, though, because I was raised Catholic. The scariest shit for me is something Catholic related. Like, because I was raised right around the turn of the millennium. So I was like, apocalypse now.
They're still doing that.
Oh, I know.
There's other people that are like doing that. The evangelicals are ready to go.
I don't know anyone that's quite as obsessed with the end of the world as like certain areas of Catholicism.
I don't know. There's some people who are ready, and honestly,
like Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, well, I
kidding.
think that was more like somebody being exploited by somebody who was like,
the world's ending. Come
into my bunker, baby.
We're gonna ride this out together.
Ride on it.
Yeah. Man, like, I just couldn't, I don't know. I just couldn't with that. So I'm glad that that's over in my life anyway. That
religious part.
Well, no, just the apocalypse, like the impending end of everything. But, so Halloween is just around the corner, and Dylan's actually, the grocery store locally has some pretty cool
Halloween candies.
No, decor. They've been stepping it up. They've got like ceramic skulls and pearls inside of skulls' eyes. I don't know.
I haven't seen this bejeweled skulls.
Bejeweled skulls. There was one with a spider, and the bodice of the spider was this big old gem. So,
ooh, that's cool. I'm excited. My workplace has also put up some Halloween
for
shit.
real?
Yes.
You got mums out too. Sun's out, mom's out.
Yes. Fall. It's also time for bulbs.
Bulbs?
So, yeah.
Already?
Yeah, you want to start those in the fall.
Update. I am now finally in my first day of CPAP compliance.
First day!
I I know.
After
Finally, this
like
morning.
a month and a half.
Yeah.
But you finally got into the rhythm?
I did. It's still like, I haven't gone over the 5 hours, but as long as it's over 4, they don't care, I guess. So I'm fine.
That's good. But you need it, right? How do you feel? Like,
Oh
is it
my
any
God.
different on the first day?
I mean, it feels so different now because, like, I didn't realize how much I was compensating for not ever being able to sleep correctly. I mean,
Huh.
for a long time. I don't know about not ever, but it's been a while because I wake up and I'm not already exhausted. So,
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that that's what I was doing. I thought maybe I just wasn't sleeping enough or something.
That's wild.
Right. And so it's crazy to me that just that machine has got me feeling better.
We're so bad at being alive sometimes.
Right. And I feel like because of, our difficult access to healthcare, a lot of people just live with these conditions and don't ever
get
address
diagnosed right. Yeah.
I mean, no one just goes out and says, "Hey, I feel like getting a sleep test."
It's not something you think about in your day-to-day life. You're
definitely not.
I'm too worried about like all my bills and all the like
Right.
shit that's happening
It
in
was
my life.
expensive too, and then it's like, who plans for that? You don't think about chronic conditions.
We're living paycheck to paycheck right now.
I mean, technically, I'm living negative paycheck to negative paycheck because my student loans is like I should be paying that first. But you know what? Fuck it. Like,
I'm totally in default for that right now.
What? No, get right.
Okay, I'll try.
We need to talk about your options because
I have options.
you do. You can always claim like, hey, I'm having a difficult financial issue and they'll freeze your accounts for a minute, but you got to get out of default first.
I just don't want to deal with it.
I know, but the problem will stay there.
Can I just be
away.
like, I'm not capable of doing this mentally right now? Can I take a chill pill and
Unfortunately,
pass?
I don't know if they'll allow that, but I can. You can say, "Hey, I'm going through financial difficulty." Did you apply for the income-based repayment?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Then
I'm bad at math. They never taught it to you in art school.
You know what's funny is that okay, people that say, "Oh, you don't need to learn algebra; you'll never use it," right? So I've been watching lots of YouTube videos about tiling and flooring.
Oh, you use it.
Those fuckers are over here doing like trigonometry and shit.
I can do basic arithmetic.
Right, and they're like,
I know how
well-
to hang a picture real nice.
Literally, it's like, well, you got to measure the width of the room, and then you got to measure the length, and then you got to divide by blood. And I'm like, whoa. Calm
Hey.
down, contractor man. I don't know what you're saying. And they're drawing all this like geometric shapes and formulas and shit.
But that's why a GED is so important.
Right, because you do use math. I think you
Yeah.
just don't notice.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy that I'm like, dang. Like,
I had a cousin who told me he wanted to be a carpenter, but he couldn't say the word carpenter because of his
Aw.
lack of education.
what did he say instead?
Oh, I don't remember. He's like, one of those wood people. Like he didn't have the language to say carpenter, which is like really.
Was English his second language?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Maybe not so much. Okay.
It was just weird. But a lot of my cousins' English is not their first language.
I don't even know if it was necessarily my first language because I think I learned. Like, do you remember a time before you knew English?
Yes. I'm very Mexican. And my family's very much new Mexican. Like they're still a little wet behind the ears.
You're considered
first generation.
Chicanx, Chicana, something like that.
I can claim chicanx, but because I'm a first generation, I don't feel that I'm as ingrained in the Chicano movement, which is very more for like second, third, fourth generation Mexicans.
So like, if you had children, then it would be your
if I had children who
offspring.
identified as Latinx,
right,
then they could be considered chicanx too.
Oh,
and that's how I see it anyway. I don't know.
feel like
I can claim it. And you could claim it too if you wanted to because you are like an American
but I'm
brown person.
Puerto Rican though. I don't know if I can necessarily.
But if you have the like, experience and identification with the culture, then you can claim it because it's so open. I know,
wasn't even born in the States. So
Yeah.
Just kidding. I was born in Germany.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that's just military, I guess. Well, we do have a mutual friend that we mutually went to high school with who has a child, and that child is 8 this year. First of all, remember
my sister's kid is like 7.
That's crazy. They were born just like yesterday.
That's because you're getting old,
growing like weeds. I know.
We're old.
We're old. Dang it! But then that child, I feel like, could be chicanx, I guess, because our mutual friend grew up primarily here in the States, even though they were born in Mexico, but then were brought over here at a very young age. And so their child, though, doesn't really know Spanish, or not that defines that or anything, but very much.
It can help, but your language shouldn't be always rooted in your culture, but it really sometimes it is. Yeah. And I think Chicanos, that's what a Chicano is. It's somebody who is a little removed from the root.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Exactly.
And so I still feel very much rooted in my culture because I do speak Spanish. I am able to understand mi compadre, you know? But like if I had kids that were brown and identified as Latinx, then I'd be like, you're probably Chicano because you're not here.
I was asking my husband like how he felt because he didn't come over.
He's a Mexican dude.
Right, but then the art tag that he uses is too white for a Mexican because he's
a really white guy. Yeah.
He looks, I mean, I saw a picture of some white guy the other day and I was like, dang.
We're rainbows. That's the point. We're fucking rainbow. Like, don't try to put me in this box, bro.
And I think that's where his like tagline came from, kind of, is, hey, I'm not just one thing that you see. I'm so much more than that. But people, just assume and make assumptions or to fit whatever they want.
Yeah. But I see him as a Mexican person for sure.
Yeah.
Because I know Mexicans. Like,
you do, and you are familiar with the many colors and variety of Mexicans. Same as Puerto Ricans. We're coming in
rainbows.
we're rainbows. So to be in your ethnicity is so different from your race, because there are many races within an ethnicity.
Yes.
Or I guess ethnicities within the race. It's kind of confusing.
All fluid.
It is.
For the most part, like when you're looking at people, there were like more depth than people see. But the thing is that once they see the brown skin, they automatically shallow you out. They totally have placed all of their preconceived notions on you when you walk into that room, and it sucks.
Sure. It definitely comes with the color of your skin as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that Joel, my husband, necessarily gets that, because not everyone's aware, because you don't see it.
Well, he has to speak in order to tell.
I mean, as soon as he says hi, hello, and then but then it's not even a Mexican accent. It's like
it's his English.
British Mexican, because he taught himself English, I guess, by watching Monty Python, which is British. So
who did that?
I
knew a Japanese guy who did that too.
So
he spoke with English and a British accent, and he called somebody brilliant. That was like a slang he used.
When Joel gets kind of drunk, the Cockney comes out, and I'm like, that's not even normal.
We need to get British with Joel.
And he's like bloody, and I'm like, no, what is this?
He's in Harry Potter now.
Quit speaking Harry Potter. Oh, wait. Talk Harry Potter to me.
Oh,
get it?
Yeah,
I love it. It's so funny. But
show me your wand, baby.
Ooh, I'll show you my chamber of secrets. Dude, there's so many.
There's
terrible.
A lot.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's like. What are they called? Those fan fictions?
Like
I'm
pickup lines or terrible Harry Potter pickup lines, like, you want to slither in? My chamber of secrets.
Nasty girl.
I know. That's what happens
Hermione?
when Right.
She'd probably be really good at like coming up with those too.
I feel like maybe Ron Weasley could too. Like he'd be where the source
He's like
is.
a pervert.
Well,